Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith, the New Black Quantity VTF here, T3 Live, and this week we got SPY going inside weaker, and a whole ton of inside weeks. And the thing about it is that, yeah, in a perfect world, they just smash these things, because they're certainly set up to go down, sideways measured move. You had that 3-2 here 2 weeks ago, that was perfect. And the monthlies, you do have the reversal. The 2-2-2 and down. You took all this stuff out. So the question would be weak enough to take this out. We have a lot of earnings coming out this week, and so oftentimes you get some going up, some going down. You get a slight break. You still have to get outside of this Muller bar. So even if we start taking this out, we got to get outside of here. Otherwise, we're going to be paying attention to every single day. Just like last week, when you can't get outside of this, you can expect the price to go back and forth. Here, down, inside, and there was your simultaneous break to the upside, your 2-2. 2 down, and then 1 back in the middle. Everyone's a loser. It doesn't follow through and goes inside weak, so we'll see how that inside week plays out. QQQ, the same. Boom, inside day to the upside, 2-2-2 back down, and giving you the inside weaker. And you're also already an outside month. Here, took it out slightly and down here, so the question to be weak enough to take more of this stuff out on the monthly. But we'll watch that inside day, inside week to start off the new week. Apple and Apple inside week and still just hanging around pretty much. It's already, you can see here on the weekly, you can see the higher highs and you'll see the lower lows like so for your triangle, broadening formation like that. And we know that because why? Because it's an outside month here. So it'll be like anything else, we'll be watching that outside week. I'm sorry, that inside week. And on the daily, you're going to see this here if they want to bring it back through the try up into there or expand it down off the inside week. If we go to small cappers, this was the initial tell to start the month off, the outside day puker, and the 2-1-2 inside month and down. They've clobbered her, but if they're really going to take them down, you got your inside week Momo shooter to come back through more of this stuff in the small cappers. If we go to TLT goes inside week down in here. So we'll see how that goes. Still red on the month and a 2 down. VXX, inside week there, so that could really be the tell. If we can get this VIX going, you'll know it's on. So we'll stick with that. If we go to the Dow Jones Diamonds. Dow Jones Diamonds inside week, and we got Boeing earnings. We got a lot of earnings coming here too. Already an outside month 3 here, like so. So we'll see how that week breaks. If you go to Boeing, has earnings this week. And Boeing, you see, triangle them out up in here. Now, can we come ripping back through this stuff? That would be nice. Because remember, the only way you can have a 3 bar is to take out one side first, which you did in Boeing, to see if we can get the outside month and cremate this thing down into here. You'll see a lot of this stuff on the daily here, this and here. Here's your inside week, what an inside week looks like in Boeing. But earnings coming out, so just be aware of that. Cat Tractor was nice. We got the Rev Strat month, the 1-2-2 up, and then you got to do the weekly back down. Boom. 2-2 Rev Strat, 1-2-2 Rev Strat back down, trying to clean back through here. So that's already a 3-monther. That's what that looks like. Now 3-monther and daily just puking. So we'll see how much more there is in the puke tank. You got an old triangle like this, but anytime you go to new lows, you can redraw that, but you can just see that clear as day. Disney inside day and inside weaker. I'm sorry, Disney is not that. Disney hanging near the highs here, triangle out and back up, and so you can see this. Disney still above last month's highs right into here as they stuck it to them, but good on the weekly here, but you're into new higher highs, so you're at exhaustion risk with no signal. Home Depot pounded, and Home Depot triangle out, higher high, and then comes pounding through here, and you can see this sub try like this. Here, higher highs, lower lows. Boom, 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 boom. Now the question is going to be weak enough to come all the way through this stuff. And here's what I talk about. A lot of things I talked about in New York and here. The 2-2 reversal, 2 up, 2 down, and then pivot machine gun. I could stay long against this, can you? Bam. So you're back into an old 3 here. We'll see how much more that's got in it. Johnny John. And Johnny John, monthly is slightly green and hanging around. And gives you the inside week here if they want to bring this Johnny John back through these guys. So we'll see. You can watch that with the Dow and the XLV. McDonald's outside inside week, still doji month. So The jury's still out on this one. Hasn't moved yet, just yet. And now you got the outside, inside, and on the daily. That gives you the triangle, the out, the triangle, the out. You come back to the middle. How are you going to get outside of this? So when you see the outside bar, once again, higher high, lower low, higher high, lower low, and back in the middle of the try with the inside weak. Triple M. Monthly rev strat. 1, 2, 2 last month, or weekly, takes that out, and on the now it's an inside week, and you'll see triangle like this, bam, bam, inside week, and on the monthly, the rev strat monther, the 1, 2, 2, back down, 1, 2, shooter counters hammering back through this to see if we can get back in this old 3 and take that whole triangle out. Also inside day. Microsoft has earnings, and that's already a 3-monther. And an inside weaker with Intel also has earnings this week, and an inside week, albeit getting closer to the downside. Nike inside week, and to see if there's that 3-2 right there, and the 2-2 reversal monthly, like so. So we'll see what they want to do to that inside week there. It's all that you time this stuff instead of going straight into the lows. Once again, on the dailies, you look for them to set up and go up and go 2 up, 2 up, 2 down right here. Boom, 2 back down and take it here, and then let the pivots get taken out, as opposed to always going straight into the lows or the highs. UNH, and UNH is not an inside week. It's still doji month, but you can see this triangle to keep an eye on here. Boom. Higher highs, lower lows, higher highs, lower lows, higher highs, back in the middle. So when it starts racing towards either side of that is what you want to know about. XLP, as it relates to the Dow stocks, monthly trying to go 3 to the upside. Right? And had a nice week here to come ripping back here. Then we'll see if we can get back up through all this stuff, because that relates to the Dow, because you got Coke as an outside-inside week, trying to go green on the month and trying to go 1-bar rev strat month or upside. Procter sticking it to him on Friday, the 2-2 reversal week on the gappers up like this, and that gives you the outside month. So one of the important things about this is you're seeing rotation into the XLP and the utilities and the REITs. And so if that continues, like in a real bear market, they're really going to take everybody out, right? This just shows that we're getting some rotation. It might look nasty on some of these stocks that have big runs up, but that shows us it's not total exodus of the United States market, just a rotation into yield. So we got an outside month of Procter & Gamble. Pepsi still red on the month, but coming up here on the daily. Triangles these guys out. We'll see if we got any more in the tank, but you can see here the lower level broadening formation takes this out. So we'll see if you drop back into that or can get back and start going after this stuff. Cheese catch-up. Here's that lower level try here. And the potential 3-month. Took out the lows and now coming back through here. We'll see how that goes. Watching that with the XLP. Hershey's green on the month and coming up, and on the week, see this. Can you get through here and start marching up through here? You would have some exhaustion risk going up into there, but like I said, you can watch it with all the XLP. Mondelez inside week here to see if something like this is going to take care of business. The slight higher high and the lower lows here, and there's your Mondelez weekly triangle with an inside week. STZ still trying to get outside of this thing, inside week, and as of right now, still 3-1-2 up on the monthly. Travelers, you can watch this obviously with the financials and the insurers. A little tight on this stuff, but you do have an inside week, so you can watch how the insurances and the FASs play with that thing. Here's your tighter try, higher highs, lower lows, and 3-1. How do we get out of that? Also going to be an inside day, like so, to see if you can come back up into this to try or back down. If we go to the trannies, once again, you got your shooter 2-2 month down. Boom, coming through here, going to be weak enough to take all this as the next step. And you've got a weekly Momo shooter to come back through here and make the lower lows. You can see right now you still have the higher level tries. Can you come through and take all that stuff out? American Airlines back in all sorts of trouble with another inside week, and you can see how beautiful this is done on the inside week. The 3-1-2 up, 2-1-2 down, now inside, and we'll see how that goes. And it goes monthly pivot machine gun through here. Now the question is going to be weak enough to come through that stuff. Starts off here in the day, There's a shooter in here to see if you can take that or that is what you want to know about. Spirit Airlines in the face. Spirit Airlines on the weekly went 3-2 week to the upside, and that gives you an outside month. So as long as you can stay above this, 49.63, we can stay on the save. United Airlines, not quite green on the month there, but gaps up and holds so far. Just looking to see how you get outside of this inside day. You're going to take a shot at that or drop back into the gap. FedEx inside day. The 3-2 month here down, but you took all this stuff out. The question is going to be able to keep that going, and so you've got the weekly doji in here at the slight lower low to see if they have that try, and that's going to make it the triangle a little tight, but it's going to look like this on your daily to start off the week, like so. And UPS goes inside week, so you can see this try we've been watching. Now what is this business in here is what we want to know about. Here's your outside inside week 3-1er, right? You see this is slowly gradually walking up here, right? But how we get out of this, and we're going to watch that with everything else. CHRW inside weaker in the chalker, so you can watch that, and you can see once again they come up, they triangle them out, come back down, and the monthly is the 2-2 reversal. The question is, you take that out, you're going to be weak enough to come down through this stuff. Inside week to start off, CHRW. EXPD, 3-1-2 month to the downside. The question, you're going to be weak enough to come take this out. You got Momo Shooter weekly 2 to try and come after all this stuff if they want to hit it. CSX Rail. CSX Rail is 1-3, so the monthly here still 1-3 and coming back down through this stuff. Once again, you can see on the daily how you don't have to go straight into the lows. You got your inside day, your 2, boom. What's it? One of the only ways you can reverse? 3, then 3, 3, 2, bam, into the lows. So you got some exhaustion risk there, but that monthly still in force. CP Rail did the same thing, triangle them out up into here, and that's an outside month. See if they come back down through this stuff if it gets weak enough. XLU, like I said, they're rotating into the utilities. You got still an inside month, but if we can take this out, it goes 3-2 month to the upside. And you've got your inside week here, and you've got AEP, usual suspects, NEE. PEG is inside month and up and inside weaker. And Dominion, here's an inside week, and presently 3-2 month to the upside. Here. There's your greater try there. VNQ in the REITs, red on the month. Well, we'll see if they want to do anything with this inside week, and you can watch the usual suspects, SPGs, and your VNOs and all that kind of stuff. XME, inside weaker and tight triangle businesses in here trying to get out of that. It is starting to weaken a bit, but you got gold doing this. Doji weak either side of that, and this is a 3, so we go 3-2-2 back down, or try and go 3 measured moving up. And so we'd watch GDX obviously, and certainly JDST is our boy. When it comes to any of that, see if it hammers or rebukes. STLD, Nucor, and the monthlies are still doing this. The monthly shooter counters hammer, but they've triangled this stuff out. Is the question about follow through. Go to FAS financials. There's your 2-2 monther, wiping all this stuff out. The question is going to be weaker. And you've got your inside week. You've got KRE barely, and that's having a much rougher time. XLF inside week, and so you can see this. Remember, we were watching all those triangle dailies, and here's what the XLF weekly now looks like. This here. Boom, 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 boom. Back into the try she goes, or triangle expando downside is what we're going to find out. KIE, that's insurance. You can watch the Travelers and your HIGs and all that kind of stuff with that. Inside weaker. JP Morgan inside weak. Still 3-2 month down if they want to continue to expand it. And you got more stuff down in here if they want to hit it. Citicorp, not inside, but just real tight business in here. We'll see. Wells Fargo, a little more interesting here because you got the shooter counters, the outside weak. Still doji on the month, but that is what a triangle looks like. Inside data, see if they want to go back down through this try here in Wells Fargo. Bank of America, weekly, slight lower low. The question, you're going to come take all these guys out. What was this low? 27.63. 64, you're still 1 penny above that. So, like I said, we'll be watching a lot of this stuff to see if the good thing about sectors is we can watch the sectors and if they're moving. We know what to do. You got MA going inside weaker. Garden variety triangle they out, or do we get more down here? It's been a heck of a run. And you're seeing a lot of these guys that have huge runs like this, getting wiped. The question is how much more of this can you take out? You took out a good chunker, just like the Visa here. So just because we have these inside weeks doesn't mean they're going to get outside the mother bar, right? So we want to be very aware of that. We get stuck in these mother bars for a while. If SPY dries up the way it had before, like in this, look at this week, look at all these weeks. All these weeks, none of these would make anywhere near taking this out. And I'm going to be very clear about that. Until we get outside of there, every day, every hour, you can see reversals and all that kind of stuff. So, but I digress. Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs, here's your weekly try and still fighting to come back up into it, trying to get full time frame continuity back. Here, what you got there and you got here, what's this? Inside data, see if we can get measured move back up into that, or they triangle these guys out and drop back in. Morgan Stanley, the similar rev strat to the upside. We'll see if that kicks in at all. BlackRock Puker. BlackRock inside day and the monther, just an inside month debacle. BX going 2 monther and taking that out, and now you got an inside week here to see if they can come and take all this stuff out or worse. Interactive Brokers, and this goes inside week, and this thing's been golden here. You get the rev strat up, and here you had the monthly. Doing this is perfect. The 3-2-2 shooter counters outside month. That was beautiful. Then the 1-3 puker month. And it was quarter shooter down. That thing's just been telegraphing. It's been great. And Allstate's still hanging around here. Allstate does this last week. Comes powering back. That gives you an inside week. Still got to get outside the mother bar, so we'll see how that goes. If we go to the crude oil. So we got the UCO to take out that shooter, 2 weaker down. How much more weak is it going to get? We're going to find out here. It's still pretty high, but it's been walking down here, so we'll see if there's more to come of that. If you go to XLE just getting racked here, and so XLE gets the old outside monther. In general, not doing much, but it is outside month. You can respect that. If they want to keep killing it, XLP. Here about to do that, so we'll see if that follows through. OIH here, just still stuck down in here and having all sorts of trouble. And then if you go to the weekly, 3-2 down last week, and now you're going to start off as an outside day here if they want to keep tanking this stuff. You do have Natty Gas going inside week, though. So, well, UNG inside weaker for the Natty if there's any hope, but we'll see what comes of that. If we go to Chevron monthly, stuck in this range in here, so it's still a 2 to the upside, just not doing too much. You got real tight triangle business on the daily, as you'll see this kind of stuff down in here, these lower lows and these higher highs, as they digest this big old puker. And you go Exxon, and Exxon inside day, and still inside month. All right, so we can still get the back and forther as it walks back up here, and Exxon does this. Slight lower low to see if we can start walking back up into there. We'll see. If we go to APA, and APA went 3-2 weak to the downside last week, and you just keep an eye on some of these bigger tries as it starts to go outside month. Like so, stuff like this. If you go to CLR did this nice try, bam, bam, bam. Tried to expand it up into there. Actually did. Get your bigger try, and now you're just riding the bottom of this as it goes outside month here. So how much worse does this outside month get? You come puking back through this stuff, and we're going to find out. If we go to Conoco getting closer to going outside month or here too if they want to bring it down. You get stuck in here on the weekly. There's your 2-2 reversal off the shooter. Now your slight 2 down. And you can watch all this daily mishmash in here. How do we get outside of that? To see if they want to come back down through this stuff and go outside month. EOG EOG going to start as an outside day. See the bigger try if they want to bring her all the way back down into this, sub tries and all that kind of stuff to try and go outside month here. Outside month would be all the way down here. It'd be 113.69. So you got a little bit more to see if that can follow through. Fang Energy, boy, they've gotten them good on this monthly. Which way are we going? Up, down, up, down, up, down. And so stuck in here, but you do have an inside week in the middle of all this stuff to see how it plays out. If you go to MRO, and MRO inside week, you can see this 2-2 reversal week back into the original try that we've been watching forever on the daily since back in here. Triangle needed to grow. Oh no, it's finally the real move, is it? 2-1-2 inside day back up. You come up to the highs, inside day, puke. So what is this? We're going to try and upper level try, come repuking through here. Inside weaker. Murphy oil, MUR. Outside week, inside week, still hanging closer to the highs, and it's still green on the month. But we'll see if they want to bring her back in. It's still green. Not sure if it's inside or not. Yeah, inside month to the upside, but you're starting off the day as the shooter counters hammer. NBL, Noble, puke, triangle out, up into here, repuke. And so what that means for this thing last week, 3-2 weaker down, potentially causing the outside month here. Outside the 1-3 below 28.57, so we can look for setups to take that. PXD trying to shoot, go 3 on the month there. Take that and come back ripping through. That was also 3-2 down on the week last week, so we'll see if that's weak enough to do that. WPX inside week, and you see back into this previous range. 2-2 reversal back in, now inside. See if you can repuke through all here and go potentially 3-3 monther outside on this thing. Go to Halliburton's potential 3-monther again. Puke. That was 3-2 weaker down with the OIH last week here, and so we'll see Momo Shooter Daily to set up, and then Slob. Thought she had something. Took them all, triangled them all out, and then came right back down off the 60s here. Boom. 3-1-2. Dropping it. But how are you going to get out of this mother bar now is the Slob's problem. So you'd be watching, getting out of here, you maybe get chopped up and that stuff. CVI, the refiner's getting pounded. But CVI holding on to the inside weak. So we'll see if it wants to play with the rest of the gang, because the rest of the gang was getting mauled. Valero, MPC, HFC, all that kind of stuff. HFC to a lesser extent, so we'll see if that goes. HFC right now does go 3-2 month down here to see if they want to continue to repuke it in the daily. We're watching this for a long time, and now you can see trying to get through this stuff or hold. If we go to XRT Retail, still puking off the inside 2-1-2 reversal month after slight higher high. Back into the try she goes. Pivot machine gun back through here. Did we know that? We certainly did. So right now, coming back through here, just 2 down. So with the XRT, like I always say, is, usually it's case by case because stores are all doing just different things. So Target gives us the 2-2 reversal shooter month back down. We'll see if there's anything more in the tank. Goes out near the lows. So we'll see. Could use some more setup on that, but still in force. Costco, inside day and the mother bar of the issue here, right? So it goes 2-2 up, but this reverts back into a 1 because you can't get outside of this 3. So it's 3-1. You still have the monthly shooter down. So you're still there, but you're coming up to challenge it. So the question is, can it keep on walking up, or we're going to go inside day pivot machine gun back through these guys? Well, I guess we're going to find out. All right, if we go to Walmart still tight triangle business in this, and you do have the inside weak here, and you see all stuck in this mother bar. You're going to get murdered in here. But 1-3 outside monther, so we'll see if anything comes out inside weak in the Walmart. Burlington Coat Factory. And we're going to try and go 2-2 monther down, and this has had a nice fly. So the good thing about here, if they're going to hit them on the weekly, you got your 2-2-2 here set up. So we can go 2 down, 2 up shooter, and then come ripping through all these guys down into here. So that's below 154.14. Burritos. And the burritos still 2-1-2 reversal month to try and come back down here. You're still below that. Dillard's Department Store, DDS. And that's still inside month and down, trying to come back through all this stuff. It's a little slow going here on the daily, a little grindy, but if it starts picking up some steam, you know where it's going. All right, if we go to Deckers, and Deckers here goes 3-2 to the month downside, outside down. You do triangle all this stuff out. The question, you're going to have any more puking in you. On the daily, here it is. Hammer, shooter counters, hammer, bam. Take these guys out. Going to be weak enough to come down through here. So if we're going to do that on the weekly, 2 down, 2 up, goes 2-2-2 back down below 104.47. DRI, shooter counters, hammer weekly, 2-2-2, below 105.57. It's still 2-2 month reversal. Gas, GES. Still inside month to the downside, 2-1-2, trying to come back through all of this stuff. Nordstrom monthly slightly working that 2-2 if they can get it out of here. And so what you got this week here is the 3. How are you going to get outside the 3? Go 3-2 and start puking. We'll see. Kors purses. And the purses, and you can see in here, whenever you get this tight range out of stuff, so here's like this mother bar here. You go up like that, all right? And you can see if it's going to be an even bigger try off of this stuff here, or the sub try off of this into here, like that, to try and wipe all this stuff out. On the monthly, you got this. The 2-1-2 reversal to try and take out these guys. If you go to LB fighting down here, was really fighting to come back up into here. And then on the daily, drops back through here to see if this is the greater try of something like this for the repuke. Boom, 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 boom. Back into the gap she goes. You're an outside-inside week here. RH potentially shooter, 2-2 shooter down, back below 121.67, and that would reconfirm the 3-2 month down here below 122.10. Ross stores, already an outside month are up into here. So now the weekly gives you this. Inside the mother bar 1, reverts to a 1, but rev strat weak to the downside, 1-2 below 94.58. Starbucks sticking a 2 on 1-3, weaker and still green on the month. And an inside day in this monthly try that we've been watching forever, ever since the 2-1-2 reversal up into here. Starbucks still hanging in there. Captain Sig, SIG, and that's month and downer. And still within this mother bar, maybe not, I think we've taken it out. Because we look at the daily and we knew where this one was going. Here, right like so, to the tick so far. We'll see if there's more in the tank. It is month and downer. TJ Maxx on the month. 3 monthers, that's your try. And now you got the 3 weeker here. Outside week to see if they want to start bringing her in and talk to these guys a little bit. TSCO, Tractor Supply. Inside weaker, tight triangle business this up in here, but you can see it very clearly. The higher highs and the lower lows. And watching that inside week to see how it gets outside of this stuff. Williams-Sonoma, EGAD. The rev strat weaker, 1-2, 2, and still going down into here to see if we can take this whole thing out. Which also on that mother bar gave you the inside month and down to see if we can get outside of this 3. Ulta still inside monther, so hanging around, but closer to this on the weekly. The 2 down, 2 up, triangulate out, and then come back down 222 below 270.62. Texas Roadhouse. RevStrat weaker. 122 below 65.16. It also would kick in potentially the RevStrat month, the 122 here, and that's below 66.37. If we go to the healthcare XLV outside monther, trying to hang in there, and now you got yourself the inside week. How do you get outside of that? And once again, when you watch that inside week form, you know to look for that 222. There you go. Inside, boom, that was with the big day, then 2 up, then right here, 2 back down, falling back in. Inside week there, IBB goes inside day and then down back into this, which gives you the inside week, like so. Can you come all the way back through this, try and pound them all the way back down in here? We'll see. So far, the standouts have been the old schools. Merck, 3.2 right near the highs. Outside month to the upside. Pfizer, 3.2 month or 3.1 month weaker. Lilly doing the same, so you can keep an eye on all those to see if they want to give it up. But so far, they've been the champs. GIL, well, yeah, Bristol Myers going the other way though. Bristol Myers coming down. Yeah, there was a nice 3.2 weaker to see if there's any more puking there. Pivot machine gun. GILD. Stuck on all here. It is inside weak shooter. But the thing about it is you want to be real aware. You're just stuck in these monthly doing nothing really. So the moves might be a little muted and stuff like that. BIIB the same. Does finally come in here. So you've been stuck inside this mother bar forever on the monthly. We knew that. And we're trying to see what this triangle does. And it's trying to break out back into the gapper. But we'll see if this thing gets through here would get our attention for the long side. Right now, creeping down into the gapper. Regeneron still tight business in here. Higher high, lower low, higher high, lower low, and stuck right in the middle of here. So be very aware of that stock. Celgene. And Celgene stuck down in here too. You are inside weak though. Here, to see if they want to come down and see these guys, which would be nice. Amgen inside weak, still hanging around near the highs. It's still red on the month, but on the daily, see what this does. The 2 up, and if they want to come ripping back through this stuff. AERI. AERI last week gave us the hammer upper. The weekly hammer upper, but you couldn't take that stuff out, so you can keep an eye on this daily triangle. How do we get out of here? We take a shot up into here, or is it lower level, down back into here? ALNY. Oh, what a beautiful try she is. Boom, 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 boom. All the way back down. Gave us the inside weak puker. The 2-1-2 reversal. And still puking. So we'll see if you go to the monthly. Here, it's still coming down into all this stuff if the drugs don't work. Clovis still puking, and all it can muster is these sub-day tries. We're on this on Friday. Pivot machine gun. Stop them out, and then boom, come through this stuff. So still all sorts of trouble there to try and get out of the try. You get the Momo shooter. EW inside week, and where they clobbered them to start the quarter, and we knew about that. This is inside year and up, but when you start a new quarter, you want to be very aware. When you start the new quarter as a 2-2 reversal day, boom, right there. Now inside week, we'll see what more comes of that. GWPH, inside week here to see if they want to come back through all this stuff, measured move style, because there's blood red on the month down. There was your 2-2 weekly reversal. MYGN, outside inside, and this is a big old monthly triangle. We've been watching this one forever. Look at that, the inside month, boom, puke, 2-2 up, 2-2 reversal, and now trying to go 2-2 reversal back down, but we'll see. You do have that 3-1 weaker to keep an eye on. Mylan, inside weak Momo shooter. If they want to punish that thing a little bit more, goes talk to them boys. PTCT, that is also a year and upper, and another one of those mother bars that you can't get out of. This thing. So we would be aware of that. Yep, new month. There goes 2-2 in the month back down. We'll see if anything more comes of that. SGen. SGen already an outside monther, and what that's going to give you here is the week couldn't get back out of the old try, so potential 212 measured move back through the pivot machine guns. VRTX tried to get out of the try, 2-2 reversal here. Now inside weaker to see if they want to come back through this stuff. Monthly does this. Topo try to the ticks. Just kind of like ILMN did. Perfect puker right there. That's still on the monther. You can see that. Still 2-2. You can keep an eye on that. Once again, wait for them to reverse. Go up 2-2. Boom. Right there. 2-2 back down. Cardinal Health. Cardinal Health. 1-3 day. What does it give you here? The outside inside 3-1 weaker to keep an eye on. Molina. Puke. Big 3 weaker, and we saw this one coming. It's also the good thing about this thing is it's taking close, going 2-2 month down, and that was real nice here. Bam. So we'll see if there's more to come here. Nice gap you got there, buddy. Home builders still all sorts of trouble. This is getting killed. Here's that big monthly try we've been watching in this, and the Toll Brothers big monthly try. You can see that. So we'll see if there's more of that stuff puking. If we go to tech. XLK, 1-3 monther inside weaker. SMH, inside weaker to try and come back down through all this stuff. And once again, you can see that you time it with the reversal here. The inside day up, the 2 can't get back into the try, 2-2 reversal back there. Bam. Takes it all the way through there. We got a lot of earnings, though. We got Facebook, inside day here, inside week shooter. Still red on the month. This has been a beautiful triangle, hasn't it? It has. Amazon earnings coming out this week. All sorts of fun. You got an inside week to keep an eye on for that. Netflix, after the earnings, shooter counters hammer week if they want to pummel this thing, and that would be nice. On the daily, you got the lower level try on the gap and the 2-2 reversal to come fill the gap and still puking. Google. The Googs, inside week. And do get outside of the mother bar finally. You're also going to start off as inside day. Inside day, inside weaker. Here, how are you going to get outside of that stuff? We'll see. Either side of inside that we want to know about. NVIDIA, you beaut. NVIDIA, and here's that weekly triangle. And here's how tight that was. And you let that triangle grow. And here's your 3-2 puke week all the way back down. And which gives you the outside monther. And on the daily, you better remember this little ditty. And then here, boom, the 2-2 reversal back up. And everybody's like, oh, it's the real move. Is it? New try. And then bam, 2-2, 2-2-2, inside day 2-1-2 continuation. Bam. Now back to the bottom. Oh, the try she goes. So we'll see if there's anything more worse than that. But that's how it works. If you go to Autodesk, and Autodesk, triangle the out, come back down. You got an inside week. Here to see if you want to come after this stuff because you're still month and downer here at the 2-1-2 reversal month. AMAT's still puking. Inside week, just got a little exhaustion risk to see if that goes. So either way, really on that. If we go to AMBA still having trouble in shooter counters hammered, puking back into oblivion on the monthly. Keeps trying, and now Doge, and now trying to take more of that stuff out. If you go to AMD, 2-2 monthly reversal, puker, and that gives you a 3 weeker here if they want to keep puking down into this stuff. You got them good on the daily try, triangle out, 2-2 back down, pivot machine gun, they're gone. But we'll see, because you go back to that weekly, remember, 1-3-3-2 right there, took care of business, and now you got another 3. ANET, inside weaker, and you're going to see this, the higher high, the lower low try, like so. Can you get out of this? Because you are still 2-1-2 month to the downside. The reversal, the 2-1-2, see you later. Yelpster, and Yelp, 2-2 reversal seems a little bit tight, but it is a monthly try. And so when you look at that on the weekly, you're going to see this. Up, 2-1-2. Now you're inside. So the question is triangle them out, 212 back up, or worse, and go measured move and come after this stuff. Xilinx, comparatively still up near the highs. And you got your 2 up on the weekly, so it'd be 2 back down, taking that out. It's already a 3-month here outside, but you got a whole bunch of this stuff. If she wants to join the puker party, going towards the lows back through that. SQ down inside big mother bar to get out of, so you really want to be aware of that. All right, maybe it does, maybe it doesn't, but you want to get out of that because you did have it pop up here, and now see if you can come through that stuff. WB still puking. 3-day inside weak shooter with WABA. Another inside weaker to see if there's any more pain there, and that's 3-1-2 monther down is WABA. WIX, you can see this upper level try like so. These guys. Can you get outside of here? Old try still going to be a lot to talk about around 90, but that's still $5 lower if you can take that out. And on the daily, that big old try looks like this. Boom, 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 boom. Now can we go through that? WIX, TTD, triangle layout, 2-2 reversal back down on the daily, 2-2 reversal month, and an inside weaker. SNPS. And you got more of this stuff coming after you. An inside weaker here. 2-2 reversal. Starting off as a 3-day. So if you can use this 3 to come after this stuff. AVGO. Inside day, tight triangle business, this. But you've got Momo Shooter Weekly to come back through here. Here's your 3-2 week there. Bam. To come back through here. And real nightmare for this thing would be potential 3-monther because you took out the high, now you're coming back through here. Baba, bright red monther, inside weaker to start off. Here, Baidu, inside weaker. See if they want to keep a puking. This upper level monthly getting taken out. All these guys here gone, and it's inside month and down to see if you can come back through all the way through there in a China debacle. Checkpoint CHKP. Checkpoint is hanging pretty tough, but 2-2 month reverse down, back into this thing like so. Let's see if there's any more weekly. This thing, come back through this stuff. Nice triangle you got there. Coop, one of them high flyers, getting served on the 2-2 monther. Below 70. There you go. There's $8 there, and now you've got triangle layout daily. 2-1-2 reversal to come back down and set up the inside weak Momo Shooter. CRM, inside weak. 2-2 reversal monther. Like so. CTXS. Inside to the downside monther, still going. Just got some exhaustion risk because you're coming into lower lows on the daily. You prefer that triangle layout and then do this, but those monthly still in force. Cyber gives you the inside weak, like so. DBX, weekly shooter counters hammer if they want to go back into oblivion. 2 down, 2 up, and there'll be 2 back down below 23.25. Docu, and this was nice. Shooter counters hammer weaker below 41.60, and that was a nice Friday. That was 3-2 down on Friday. We're taking care of business on that. Outside down, bam. F5, the beautiful 2-2 reversal monther puke. Now you just got some exhaustion risk in here, but you do go inside weak shooter. GoDaddy. GoDad goes 2 down, 2 up. Shooter counters hammer for the 2-2, 2 back down below 73.32. You can see how nicely that was on the daily too. You can see how clean a lot of this stuff is up. Is this inside? Nope, by 1 penny. 2, 2 reversal right there and back down. Corvo. Corvo. Weekly. Shooter back into Doge. That would be 222. Back down below 71.81. VMW. Monthly. RevStrat. Inside 2. Now you're coming back through that stuff. You're just going towards something low, so you got a little bit of exhaustion risk without the daily setup. W. 2 reversal month. Below 130.32. Now you got your inside week. Shop, I believe, has earnings this week. Shop's an outside weaker if they really want to pummel. See, they put the lower high in here, but if they want to come talking through these guys, you got a three weaker to see if for the 3-2 expando. LRCX, shooter counters hammer still walking down, and that's below 140.35. Microchip, puke. A little bit of exhaustion risk. They've been pummeling this thing, but you are inside weaker. MLNX, another inside weaker. You can keep an eye on that with all the tech. PFPT, shooter counters hammer 222 weak back down below 99.04. Splunk, been all over this thing. This thing's been beautiful. Inside weak puke. The 1-3, the 3-2 weaker. This is gorgeous, and it's also the monthly, the 2-1-2, inside month and downer, piece of cake. You're just going into some lower lows, so we'll see how that goes here. Trying to take out the weekly try. Monthly still in force. W day. Shooter, Momo shooter here, and your 2-2 month down, so that would kick in here. W day below 125.22. OLED. Shooter potential 2-2 weaker back down below 110.77. Also reconfirm the 2-1-2 month reversal. Inside month down. Red Hat. Red Hat is 3-2 month down, still in force. And I believe we got the inside week barely. Yes, we did. Inside week, Red Hat. Go to aerospace defense. You got Lockheed Martin going inside on the week, so you can watch all these together. General Dynamics, Momo Shooter inside. I'll trying to go outside monthers. You got Northrop Grumman. Here's the inside week and Raytheon. And they trade usually together. So just a few more. We got ADS. ADS, you're going to watch this weekly try, but we want to see if we can get out of that because it's still RevStrat month. Like so. 1, 2, 2. Shooter down. And on the daily, triangle them out here. All right? Here's stop them out. Now you got the inside day to see if you can pummel back through all that stuff. American Tire. You can see American Tire had a nice week. Higher high, lower low, higher high, lower low. Boom. We'll see if there's anything left in there. It does go outside month to the upside here. So we'll see. You can watch that with CCI and SBAC. AVAV. We want to see if they keep shooting the generals. What a difference a month makes. Puke. All right. Now you've got the inside weak Momo shooter to see if they want to come take some more profit. BERY. And that also, you can see this, triangle them out. 2-2 reversal shooter, bam, back through the try, pivot machine gun. And now Momo shooter on the weekly down there to take it out. Because what you did have on the monthly, now we've taken all this out, but this is what we look for, the 3 shooter counters hammer 3-2-2, and back through the try she went. We'll see if there's any more puking in the tank. CACC, not for everybody, but it is 2-1-2 monther to the downside, so we'll see if there's anything that comes of that. Calm, the chicken eggs. Chicken eggs on the month. 2-2 down, trying to come back through this stuff. But, I mean, it was trying to come back through this stuff, but then gaps down and starts powering back up. And so you can see the difference here in the weekly. 3 nice weakers to the upside and still going. That's going to give you a daily triangle that looks like this. Coherent. COHR, come up, triangle out, repuke, back through that stuff. It gives you the Momo shooter weekly if they want to keep pummeling this thing. John Deere. John Deere, this try we were watching forever, chopping them up but good. So now we want to see if this thing starts coming back through here. That would get our attention, and that's on a longer term chart would look like an outside bar. So we want to see if this continues to come here and try and go 3 on the month. John Deere. Disca still coming up here, still having a nice comeback trail. You can see it's been a lot higher, and we've been watching this for a while. You're going to start off as a 3-day to try and get through this stuff, but we'll see. DXCM outside day after triangle they out up into here, stop them out. Now if you can see pivot machine gun back through here, you're still 2 month down here, and now you got the shooter counters hammer weekly if they want to pummel this below 123.78. DY inside Momo shooter to see if they want to come back and take this stuff out, because you are inside month to the downside. 212 continuation. EMN Eastman Chemical. Puke pivot machine gun coming through here on the monthly. All sorts of trouble, so we'll see if there's any continuation on that. Emerson Electric or Industrials. That's a 2-3 monther to see if it wants to come back through here. You also start off as inside weak shooter. They want to come talk to them folk. EXAS higher high, lower low. 1, 2, 2, bam. But now you're trying to come back through this stuff as the monthly goes 2 monther back down into the old 3 bigger try. FAST inside month to the downside, 212, and coming back into this old 3, the old try there, and that's going to look like this on your weekly with an inside week. GTLS inside week here, and that's still down on the month, but here, but it's a 3, so the triangle looks like this. Here, inside day to see if it can come back through here. This will get my attention. Ripping back through here would be something. We'll see. Hasbro, daily try like so. Outside week, which is this stuff here, the triangle, the out, take out the highs, take out the lows, gives you the outside week. So how do we get outside of this 3-weeker? We've been watching this try forever to see if anything comes out of getting out of that. Because on the downside, we would prefer it because you have the 1, 2 rev strat month. IDXX, the inside 212 down monther. Come back in, stop mount. We've been watching this since the 3-day. This was just absolutely gorgeous in the inside day down. And now you get yourself an inside week. iRobot, inside week, 212 reversal month. Big mother bar to get out of, but we'll see if there's any continuation off the inside week. Polaris, 3-2 down monther. And so that's still in force. We'll see how much more puking she's got. ISRG, big 3-monther. And now inside week. Here, let's see if we can take this out. I believe it was inside week. Nope, not quite inside week. Just potential 3, compound 3 if it keeps going. You see this was the 3-2 off the highs. And you can also see this, daily. There's your 2 up, 2 down. Slight higher highs, pivot machine gun. Now you see if we come back off this. LYV shooter counters hammer weekly. Here, 2-2. Now kicking below 50.78. PerkinElmer PKI inside week, potential shooter there. And you can see once again on the daily, set them up. 2 reversal back down through here. Let's see if we can take them out. Tandem monthly, trying to go 2 below 35.22. You're not there as yet, but you can watch these weeklies because you got this, the hammer, then up 2, and that would kick in below 35.51. Thermo TMO. Inside weaker, and you see some of these guys that they haven't really taken out yet to the woodshed, like in here, but it is outside monther, which is going to give you daily try like this you'd want to get out of. TLRY, 3 on the day, In the weekly, went 2 up, then 2 down, now 2 up. What's the next 2? Take that out or go 2 back down below 141. THO, puke. And this has been nice. Look at this. The held 32 weaker. And the monther. 3-2 to the downside, 1-3. If you go to the daily, you're going to see this. Triangle the out, 2 up, boom, 3-2 back down, pummel through that thing, and that gives you the 3 weaker for another potential 3-2 if they want to finish him. SIMO. SIMO, triangle the out, inside day, puke, inside day, puke. You have taken all this stuff out, but you are for the monthly still in this 3, 1, 2, and trying to come through all of that stuff, having all sorts of trouble. WAB, trying to go 3-2 monther down. And once again, that mother bar here, finally getting out of that. Then they triangle them out, 2, 2, 2 right there, bam, straight down, and that's going to give you the Momo shooter inside weaker. WWE, is it finally time to take the profits? It is going 2-2 monther, finally. Here, now you got the inside week. Also, if they do start pummeling, we can go back to some old buddies that we haven't seen in a long time. Your FAZs, your FAS, your TECS, the triples, inside weakers that go after the triples like the good old days. But I'm not sure we're going to get that, but we'll see. Tesla trying to go shooter back down. Remember, it's a 3-monther. Can't not be that. So we'll see how that goes. It's been a little tighter than normal, but we did get this triangle out and then back through. So what's the next? We're going to take this out or that out. On the weekly, you'd have to take this out to not be, something. So you're much closer than going 2-2 back down below 250, 320. Like I said, there's a lot of earnings. There's a lot of mother bars we got to get out of, and so that's why I come back on Tuesday nights, 1 hour after the close, to do the Wheels in Motion show. And that's where I talk about the things that have had those 2 days continuation that we continue to look for. I come on every day on the Monday through Thursday at 12:30 on the Facebook. The T3 Live Facebook and do the halftime show, and that's where I tell you what is happening today. Keep you all up to date on this stuff. Right now, that's the blueprint for this week. A whole bunch of earnings, a whole bunch of inside weeks, and a whole bunch of mother bars. All right, that's going to do it for this week. I'm Rob Smith, the Black Quant VTF here at T3 Live.